Hello, Nomadic Dan here in Cambridge, Ohio, relaunching News That Doesn't Suck. Happy Sunday. Today we have for you the Netflix of wine. Changing the industry. With new financing, Bright Cellars aims to transform the way wine is made and sold. By Sarah Hauer, Milwaukee Journal Sentinel, Sunday, March 10th, 2019. Bright Cellars wants to change the way that wine is made and sold. With a fresh round of finance... I just had a beautiful cardinal land right in front of me. With a fresh round of financing from a big investment firm, that's the plan for the entrepreneurs behind the 4-year-old Milwaukee company. Bright Cellars makes personalized wine recommendations as an online subscription service. Co-founder and CEO Richard Yao puts it simply, we are better understanding our customer and what they like and why they like it. A key part of Bright Cellars' business model and strategy is constant data collection, asking customers to review wines delivered to their home. That feedback-based model differs from the way wine is traditionally bought and sold. It's so strange that wine as an industry just doesn't have a tradition of doing this. Yao said, it would be crazy in any other industry to say, oh, we don't know what the customer wants and we're just going to make it and the way we want to make it. Personalization for Bright Cellars begins before the first bottle lands on a customer's doorstep. New buyers take an online taste quiz that uses an algorithm to match customers with wines they will most likely like based on 18 attributes. Customers can then rate each bottle in their subscription. The feedback is used to select additional wines for the customers to try in their next delivery. Most of the time, if you go to the grocery store, page turn, and buy a bottle, no one ever gets to hear whether you like that bottle or not, Yao said. Bright Cellars sees this as an opportunity to change the industry. With its data, Bright Cellars can understand consumers' tastes and create a portfolio of wine to reflect those preferences. The company doesn't want to optimize ratings for wines, but optimize the matches made for individuals, Yao said. Bright Cellars recently raised an $8.5 million round of Series A financing, led by Revolution Ventures. The Washington, D.C.-based venture fund has worked with companies like Zipcar, Sweetgreen, Custom Ink, and Flamebridge. Myself, I've only heard of Zipcar, and that's because they're competing with Uber and Lyft. I hope that doesn't say anything bad about the hands that Bright Cellars are in. Back to it. Wine is a massive market and has yet to be disrupted by data and technology, said Clara Sieg, a partner at Revolution Ventures. Other wine startups include Wink and Vinebox. Online sales of beer, wine, and liquor have grown 10.6% over the last 5 years to $776 million in 2018, according to data from market researcher IBIS World. More than 200 companies operate in the industry, according to IBIS World data. Sieg said that the company has the opportunity to be the leading consumer brand in the market. Now, I haven't done the math, but 10.6% over the last 5 years sounds like it's above inflation. So do you think we're drinking more wine, beer, and whiskey? Or are we just drinking better stuff? You know, my generation not drinking all the real stuff all the time. I don't know. What do you think on that? Bright Cellars has built an unmatched database of consumer preferences and a matchmaking algorithm to pair those tastes to product from their direct-to-consumer business, Sieg said in an email. This provides the company with a data moat to inform new brand creation and rapid product timelines. Bright Cellars has raised more than $13 million since 2015. Milwaukee-based venture firm CSA Partners invested in the Series A and seed rounds of financing. Bright Cellars took part in the 3-month acceleration program Generator in 2015. Now Bright Cellars is focused on growing its data research. We know that there are wines that theoretically could make our customers happy, but maybe don't exist yet, Yao said. The company keeps most of its findings private, though. What we've learned is what people think they like and what they actually like is not correlated, he said. For instance, research showed that younger consumers, they're not interested in Chardonnay. The online-based subscription service focuses its customer acquisition efforts in attracting millennials who are looking to learn more about wine. It places advertisements on social media, podcasts, and influencers. Hello, influencers. While wine has gained share in the market for alcohol sales, millennials prefer craft beer and craft spirits over wine. Rob McMillan wrote in his State of the Wine Industry Report 2019 for Silicon Valley Bank. Now, do you guys think craft beer is more approachable because you can just buy a 12-ounce portion, and if you don't like it, give the other 5 to somebody that might like it? I don't know. Why is craft beer more approachable for you? What makes you think about trying something new when you're trying beer as opposed to wine? McMillan said the industry needs to update its messaging to show that wine can be fun to attract millennials. He sees a successful future for a digital intermediary that can figure out messaging, understand the consumer, and keep a subscription industry interesting. Don't let that customer get bored, McMillan said. That's the trick. Bright Cellars offers a few subscription options with varying frequency and quantity. The price is about $20 a bottle, Yao said. We're not here for the person that's spending $40, $50, $100 on a Napa Cabernet. That's not our customer. We're more interested in the customer who has the same experience that we have. Yao and his co-founder, Joe Lorendi, were both 25 years old and living in Boston after meeting as undergraduates at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology when the idea for Bright Cellars formed. When we would have friends over, we would know how to make a cocktail but have no idea how to pick wine, said Yao, now 30. I was the person who ordered the second cheapest wine on the menu. Yao was curious about wine and wanted to understand it. He enrolled in courses at Boston University to learn about wine, but knew that wasn't for everyone. I mean, courses at Boston University. How do we go about democratizing that information, that knowledge for everybody as opposed to just people enrolled at a upper-level university? The pair started to discuss a subscription service that could help people learn about different types of wine and discover what appeals most to them. Wine shouldn't be less approachable than craft beer, he said. Since its founding in 2015, the core business for Bright Cellars has not changed, showing consumer demand for the service. Bright Cellars declined to release revenue and customer numbers. You can do that when you're still a private business. In May 2018, Bright Cellars said it had more than 22,000 members. Yao said it has more than that now. Established wine companies, when we started, probably thought of us as a novelty. This isn't going to last that long. This isn't going to replace how people buy or learn about wine, he said. We want to build a market-leading company that changes the way people buy and experience wine. That's the bigger picture. Wine is a product, but we're selling the experience. You're going to try something unique you wouldn't pick up off the shelf. Now, for you guys, a couple takeaways that just, behind the words that came to me for this. Technology and its application, as many people have discussed around me, is here to stay. You don't really want to fight it. We can make these experiences more accessible to people. They don't have to travel to Chateau Ste. Michelle in Washington State or Door County in Wisconsin or Napa Valley in California. They're here just on the other side of the screen for people. Those working in the wineries and those running tasting events around the country, they might seem a little nervous by this. I mean, I'm not gonna fight you here. I mean, I'm in an industry that is being replaced as we speak. Obviously, that makes me a little nervous, but I'm working on my exit plan. I'm not going to say that this won't take away any of the business for you people working at wineries, in your face-to-face contact, but you are going to have to step up your game a little bit with your outreach and keeping your face-to-face experiences upper level. Otherwise, people they're not going to be that excited. Unfortunately, for all of us, though, the world of customers doesn't care that much about whether I can make a median income doing what I do, or whether you keep running the way that you are. It's what's best for the customer is going to win out. 40 years ago, if you asked a doctor, I want to learn external cardiac massage, I'd say, leave me alone, go to medical school. But nowadays, every Saturday you can go to the YMCA or you can go somewhere else and you can get trained for CPR that afternoon or that morning. Depending on your job, your employer might even bring them to you. These quality of life questions, whether it's how to save a life or how to find some good wine, they're being asked and answered right where people are. So that's, in general, that's a good thing. That makes it a brighter day for people that want to try new things. Did I miss anything in this article? What does it mean to you? What came out from essentially the Netflix of wine? Let me know. This has been Nomadic Dan for news that doesn't suck. And remember, you don't have to be sad. Sorry. Your news doesn't have to make you sad if you listen to news that doesn't suck. And yes, we are keeping all of these flubs in for today. Have a good day. Bye now.